Hey friends, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Rhonda and this is a little bit of everything homestead. Today I am going to do something a little bit different. I am going to give you a tour of the west side of our property. I would do a garden tour, but the only garden that I have right now is the driveway garden and I'm not exactly finished with it yet. So I thought I would take you around the property because I haven't shared a lot of that since we moved in. And then plus it helps me document and look back from what it looks like now into the future. So I thought I would do it like in 2 or maybe 3 parts where I do like the west side, the south side, the kind of middle, and then like the apple orchard and stuff. So I am going to do it, I think, in just like one long video. I'm going to talk behind the camera, not do a lot of editing, and just kind of show you around. And then also share some kind of plans we have in the works. So I'll turn you around and let's go. Okay, walking out the back of the house. This is the driveway. This is the driveway garden that I've been sharing in the last couple of posts. And this is the start of the west side of the property. Now, when we moved in, we bought this property as is. For the people that are new here, for the people that already know our story, thank you for poking on my movie. This barn was full of stuff, packed to the gills, full of stuff. So we have a dumpster coming, not next week, the week after, and we are going to clean out this whole area. We just kind of used it as a dumping ground. It's low there, it kind of gets a lot of water. We weren't ready to really work with this part of the yard yet, so we thought it would be okay to just kind of throw things over here. I mean, it's kind of an eyesore, but we will get it cleaned up. So in between the pines, like all that stuff back there, we will get cleaned up into the dumpster. That we will take in for like the metal place, and then that all will get cleaned up. This in the back behind this big tree, these right here will be the future site of our vegetable and flower gardens. That will be on another tour later, but that is kind of like the beginning of the side yard. We pull in here. This is the driveway from the road. This again is all like my driveway garden that I've been working with and trying to clean up. We have to go through here, trim up the pine trees. There's a bunch of box elder trees that we want to take out, and then we will do a chain link fencing from the corner of the driveway all the way back to the front of our property. It'll run east to west, west to east. So this is all stuff that we are sorting through and trying to clean up and just organize. So this over here is the barn. This hay will get moved to the back of the barn, and this tree line here will get all cleaned up. The front of the barn will get all cleaned up. That little greenhouse will get moved once we have the garden next year. That grapevine will all get trimmed down and hopefully gotten rid of because it's so invasive. This tree right here we are going to cut down. There's Betty, our tractor we got not last year but the year before to help us. There was so much stuff here that we couldn't lift it, so we got her for a really good price. And then we come around here and Scott started spraying some of the weeds because they get so, like, they're so thick and they're so invasive. This tree here will get cut down, and all of these weeds, you guys, like, look at how thick they are. It's like a jungle, and there's like all stuff back in there that we have to get cleared out. We just, we have to pick off pieces that we can handle. You don't eat an elephant all in one bite. You eat it in small little bites. So this stuff all would get cleaned up, and it will either go to the landfill or What we can burn, we'll burn. What we can salvage and recycle, we will do that. The barn needs a little bit of TLC. We'll probably get to that next summer, if not the summer after. All of these telephone poles, we have a fun project in mind for that. All these trees here, this is the pigeon coop, and then down below, you can't see it, but there's an opening, and I want to get pigs and fence this off, and then it will be the pig and pigeon palace. And then it's just stuff, you guys. There's just stuff everywhere that needs to be taken care of and cleaned up and moved and recycled. So it just, when we found this property, we saw past like all the things that the previous owner left here, and we saw the potential it had. Now this is the tree line to the back of our property, and then it opens up into a big farm field. So all of these trees will be trimmed down and cut out, and we have the ducks and the geese back here because there is a pond. See, it's starting there right above that white, I don't know what that is, a door. There is a pond back there. So for now, we put the ducks and the geese back here. It was quick, it was easy. They have access to the water. I don't mind if they wreck the grass back here, because it really slopes. There's a slope. I don't know if I can, let me see if I can see. It slopes down. So it really isn't a spot in the yard that we could utilize for like an outbuilding or anything like that. So I didn't mind putting the ducks and the geese here just for this summer. Hopefully we will expand it back over here. Oh, there they are. There's the geese and the ducks. Scott has just like a little makeshift fence here for them to give them some green grass so that they can roam a little bit but not roam too far, because my geese, Blue and the girls, like to wander all through here, and then they meander around, and the driveway is right there, and they like to go up there. Well, the road is right there. So I don't like it when they just are left to meander around. So Scott built them this little makeshift fence, and we will, the chicken tractors over here will get moved, and then we will open up this whole backyard to them. And then plus, you know, they can eat the grass and they can mow it down. Some of these box elder trees will get cut down probably in the fall, and we will open this spot up for them. So they will have that whole, like this whole area. We'll move the houses, I think. I don't like them back that far. They're pretty far away from the house. But maybe we'll put them like there's a little bump out right here. So maybe we'll put them over there. It's still, you know, in the works. Right now we are just trying to kill the weeds, tackle the projects that we can tackle, and make plans. So on this side of the pine trees, we have some more stuff. We found these big rocks. There was a huge dirt pile in the backyard, and underneath that dirt pile, or while we were sifting through the dirt pile, we found all of these huge stones, or like rocks. I don't know, what they're called, boulders. But we thought we could make a retaining wall with them off of the back deck that we are going to build hopefully next month. So I thought that would be, you know, a good way to reuse them and recycle them. And it's one less thing that we have to worry about, you know, getting rid of. There's some wood that we brought over from the other homestead. And then back here, this trail here goes into the back acreage that we have. And then this right here is a huge, there's rocks, there's dirt, there's trees, there's like old blacktop. it's just like a dumping ground for, I don't know, can you see all the, like the cement pieces and stuff? So he basically just came in and unloaded whatever, rocks, cement, blacktop, garbage. We found bags and bags and bags of garbage. Here's some old wood that he probably just cut down a tree and just threw in here. Like, there's no rhyme or reason to it. It just is a huge, like, circle of crap. There's a bunch of blacktop. Like, some of this, like these bigger stones, we will reuse, and the blocks and stuff, but I mean, all of that other stuff, I don't know. It's gonna have to go to the landfill. I don't know what Scott has planned for it right now, but see, and then the big pile of dirt. It's just crazy. It just is crazy to me that he had this beautiful property and just didn't care. Like, look at how big this section is, you guys. That's huge. So we're gonna clean this up, and it will be the future site of our vegetable and flower garden. It's gonna take some time, but we have a friend that has, oh, I don't know what they're called, one of those big digger things. I don't know. Tell me in comments what they're called. But he's gonna come over and help us. And then hopefully we can get down by the pond and dig that out and make it a little bit deeper for the ducks and the geese. I think that they will enjoy that. This is the other side of the driveway. Hopefully we can clean this up and I can put in like a hosta bed back there, or, you know, just some shade loving plants. And then we go into kind of like the middle of our property. And I will save that for another movie. There's a little hosta bed that she had with, it's just weeds and hostas. We set up our little camper this weekend so we could camp out because Scott was working in the backyard, and he started to pick up some of those big boulders and start a fire pit. And there's the chicken coop. We put them back over there to start tilling the land and eating the grass so that we could start our garden. There's Scott right there. So that is the west side of our property. If you walk up here, this is the, I'll show you the back side of the garage, because she does have some pretty flowers. The previous owner did have some pretty flowers back here that we, like this all back here. Scott just cleaned it up this morning. All back here, you can see where the dead grass is. That was all piles of wood, weeds, some rocks, garbage. So he got that all cleaned out and weed whacked this morning. It still looks a little rough, but look at that. She had some pretty flowers, some lilies, and then over here are some more lilies, some purple phlox, some Annabelle hydrangeas, and then we go into the other side of the garage where we started this little tour, and I'll show you. Look, it's pretty, 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 and then just junk again. Like, stuff was just piled up and just not taken care of. So little by little, we're working through it and we're moving things around, and we are bringing this land back to life. So there's the chickens, and then there, look at that view, you guys. Oh, that's what it's all about, is that view. Well, you guys, that's it. What'd you think? Short and sweet, right? I know there is a lot of work to do, but little by little, we will get there. Maybe next week, I will post another tour of the middle of the property, the apple orchard, some more ponds, kind of fill you in with our plans and what we're gonna do, hopefully this summer. I think probably next month we will be putting a deck on the back of the house, so I will chime in and show you bits and pieces of that. But until then, I hope you're happy, I hope you're well, and I'll see you next time, you guys.